looking ahead now to Arsenal's last game of the season. This comes against Southampton on Sunday, I believe. So, Arsenal have virtually guaranteed second place. Southampton are going down, but they're not going down as the worst Premier League team of all time, thankfully for them. So this is just, a complete dead rubber. They both, probably don't want to play the game, just got to get it done. But this is a Southampton side who did really frustrate Man City at home a couple of weeks ago. And we know Arsenal trying to break down a back three or a low block is often a very painful watch. So, can you see Arsenal maybe suffering the same fate as Man City, or the fact that it's a bit of a dead rubber? Maybe some players will be playing for their futures, playing for a transfer. Maybe we might see a bit more of an open game.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. I mean, I kind of get it. The Man City game, they very much did not want to be known as the worst team in Premier League history. So they held on, they got their point. They don't have to worry about any of that now. Arsenal, it's just a complete free hit, whatever happens. I think we'll see some changes as well. And so I'm kind of hoping it's just going to be a kind of one-off friendly type open game to end the season in the sunshine at St Mary's. So, yeah, I'm not expecting it to be a turgid one, I have to say. I think we might see some goals in this one. I think we'll see Southampton just go for it and try and sort of sign off in exciting fashion in front of their supporters. And I think we'll see a little bit of space and hopefully Arsenal will be able to exploit that. So, yeah, I'm actually expecting quite an open game from this one.
Well, let's hope so, certainly. And so Southampton, they've had very few, shining lights this season. One has been Tyler Dibbling, whose future's been in the headlines. There's been, no real talk of interest from Arsenal. I think as well that 100 million reported price tag would, put a lot of teams off. But, hypothetically, from what we've seen of him this season, is he someone who you think could maybe fit into Arsenal's system?
Potentially. I mean, he's very exciting. I do like he's proper old school type winger, really. I mean, it's a bit silly money when you say that sort of money that it potentially would take for a guy who's not even been starting that regularly for Southampton this season. £100 million just seems absolute madness. It's just football's gone crazy. But he's really talented, and I think he's got the talent and the potential to be a star. I think it's probably a little bit too early for a move like Arsenal. I could see him to go into one of the smaller clubs in the league, maybe someone like Spurs.
Oh, lovely little dig there. If they go and win the Europa League now, then we're going to be eating our words. But no, got to get one in there. Love it. All right, so yeah, I mean, like you said, so with the team news, what team Arteta might choose. I mean, like you said, or you're expecting a few changes, and one of them, or a couple of them, Arteta actually said, or he hinted at the weekend that Kieran Tierney and Jorginho had played their last home games in an Arsenal kit. Are they two players you'd be starting in this one? Also, players like maybe Zinchenko, Ethan Nwaneri. Do you think we'll see quite a bit of a hodgepodge team from Arsenal this weekend?
Yeah, I'd like to see Ethan because he's just not played anywhere near enough minutes recently. I don't know why. So I'd like to see Ethan get a run out. I think we'll see Calafiori and Kivior play at centre back. I like that in the second half. It was good to see Calafiori playing his actual position for a change, and I thought him and Kivior were really, really good in that second half, playing together after Saliba went off. I can't imagine we're going to see Saliba this weekend. It'd be nice to see Tierney get a start in his final game for Arsenal. Lewis Skelly doesn't really need to start this game for me. Played loads of football, been brilliant, but it'd be great to see Kieran get a final start. Like I said, I think Jorginho will probably come in. I don't think he'll start this game, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see him get some minutes before he calls time on his Arsenal career. So yeah, I think there'll be a few changes. It'll be interesting to see if Kai Havertz gets a start in this one as well. Obviously, got 25 minutes or so at the weekend. Maybe they'll give him 60 minutes to sort of go into the summer. So yeah, I think there'll be changes. I can't imagine it's going to be an easy one to name when you're doing your predicted 11 in the build up to the game. I think there'll definitely be changes.